Everyone, and welcome to the second video of the channel. So let me just go over last week's video where I showed you this daily chart over here, the Fibonacci channel chart on the daily time frame. So the past year I've been using this chart pretty accurately, with particular focus on this channel over here now. So yeah, the past few months this has been bouncing off the channel and eventually it broke down. So what did we do? We waited for a retest of this zone and opened a short. We took profit around S1, which, yes, looking back, was a very early take profit. However, again, we are scalpers, not swingers, so we take profit at the supports. However, it doesn't mean we didn't make money on the way down. So you see these wicks? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of upward wicks. These were all longed, so we made money on every one of these wicks. Every support will have bounces. So even though the trend is downwards, we will have bounces at each support. And with futures trading and leverage, we can easily make money on each one of these wicks. Even more so on the lower time frame charts. So, I mean, look at this. This is literally following the channel perfectly. Here you can long, short, long, short. I don't play like that. I usually wait for bigger lines to hit. For example, this green line here, you can long 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Or even this was a beautiful play. So, see this triangle zone over here? See, you could literally short this region, long this region, short again. Finally, it breaks down. So what do? You can wait for a retest, which didn't really happen, but you can still short around this zone, and wait till the next green line. Even if you just ignore these lines for now, you just wait for a green line and catch a big long. So this was 34.1 to 34.9, an $800 move. With leverage, that's massive profit. And again, you can wait, green line, long again. Eventually it breaks down, but then this becomes resistance. We've gone over this many times in the channel. When a line breaks, it becomes resistance. So you can short. I mean, these are 1 hour candles. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours looking at the line. And eventually you get another breakdown. What happens? It breaks the yellow trend line. And again, you have a short zone over here. You can open a short. Now, even on the 1 hour, there were no more lines below the zone. So you could just hold this short until you see another trend line, or maybe S3 or S2. There's so many plays, guys. You never miss a play in futures trading. Even the 4 hour, I mean, again, look at all these wicks. These are 4 hours every candle, and these are big moves on the 4 hour chart. And every line, even though it's a green line and support, we do not hold these lines. We catch the bounce, we buy long, catch the bounce, and take profit. Every candle, all day. And once it breaks, it becomes resistance. So I would have shorted this line if it hit. It didn't hit, so I didn't short it, but just my way of trading is I'll long this till it breaks, then short again to the next line. So actually over here I did short this line and made some quick money on this candle. So anyway, these are our charts on the lower time frames. So what's next on the daily? So daily closes in about 1 hour. We'll see how this closes. If it closes above S3, I'm expecting a pump back up towards this trend line over here, this Fibonacci channel. And I will short this. So 32.5 is now resistance. Also resistance on the circle chart, Fibonacci circle chart. Again, if this closes above S3, we have a resistance again at 33.5. So we have two major numbers now, 33.5 and 32.5, 1k apart. So I will short this unless a candle closes above the trend line again, maybe 2-3 candles. We could also see kind of a pattern forming around this zone over here, support and resistance. Or we can see a breakdown. If this breaks down even further, we are showing the next support around 27k or high 26k. And on this chart, it depends how long it takes. So every day it'll move sideways. So if it goes straight down, it would be, again, 27k, maybe down to 26, 25k. So these numbers can be hit, guys. But wait for candle closes before you make any more plays. So again, wait for today to close, see if this forms above or below. These are my targets, 32.5 and 33.5. I will long if this closes above, and same over here. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys a quick tutorial of how we get some basic trend lines on the lower time frames, and also go over altcoins with you. After all this red and dumping, we're seeing some good altcoin prices. However, don't rush into an altcoin purchase. I want you guys to understand how to buy smartly and using trend lines to make good decisions. So I'm going to show you an example with my ADA and Solana charts. Let me just get a fresh chart going for you guys and I'll give you an example. So let's find ADA and USDT. Binance, there we go. Okay, so let's go on the weekly time frame. Daily is fine as well, but I'll just show you this because it's easier. On altcoins, we always take off log. Okay, so we use the linear scale, whereas Bitcoin always uses the logarithmic scale. So it's very simple. I have the weekly chart. I'm gonna get this support trend line. Let's make this green. So as you can see, guys, this was a massive wedge on the weekly time frame. See, this triangle over here. We had a breakout. However, we had no retest yet, so no candle bounced off this line ever again. To me, that means that it has to hit the line at some point before a pump can continue. So again, we've had 7 weeks, 7 red candles of dump. And for me, the next support on Cardano is going to be this trend line whenever it hits. It could be here at 51 cents. It could be here next week at 43 cents. And it depends. It can keep going down. If this line breaks, we have this line as support. So 26 cents. I mean, these are amazing prices, I think, for even a spot buy for a few weeks maybe. It depends on Bitcoin, but you can make money on these lines, 2 very simple trend lines. Okay, so that being said, let's go in the daily time frame and see some better reactions to the lines. So again, same wedge, same lines. Maybe I can just adjust this slightly for you guys. There we go. See, look at this. I mean, if you just, let's say you drew the line back in January, okay? Imagine that all this didn't exist, okay? And you just had these 2 wicks. So you draw the line, 1, 2, you buy the touch, and you can ride it all this way. This is, 74 cents up till $1.20. That's a massive move, especially if you use leverage. So yeah, again, I'm waiting for this to touch this trend line, and I will long this, definitely. Futures, or maybe even buy some spot ADA. It's been a while since I've bought some, but I think now would be a good time. I'm not going to buy over here though. I'm going to wait, because this can drop another 10% and screw me over. I'd rather just play it safe. So, also resistance. So how do we find resistance on altcoins? So look at this. Again, very simple. You find massive red wicks and just draw a line, or like that, or even like this. You can take the bottoms of the trend line. So again, this actually I played this short for around 2 days. Make this a bit more clear for you guys. Massive resistance, massive support. This would be my zone to play in the next few months, perhaps. So again, long this, short this. Let's take a look at Solana now. These are 2 of my favorite altcoins to play because they follow charts quite well. Okay, same thing. So how would I play the Solana chart? Let's find some support lines. So I have 2 resistance trend lines from here. Oh, actually we're at support now, it seems. Yeah. Well, not exactly, but pretty close. So if Bitcoin dumps further, I expect this to touch exactly. And again, if you zoom in, there was no test. See? It broke through, and there was no test on the daily time frame. So this doesn't make any sense to me. You have to have a test at some point, or else you will get a dump back down to test it. Let's find some more lines quickly. So these 2 wicks would be support as well. Ah, there we go. Actually, look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. You see why this didn't touch here? Because this line is holding the price for now. Now if it breaks, I will long this one, and you can stop loss somewhere here below. So you can maybe take a small loss, but you have all this profit potentially. Some more lines. Let's see. So 1, 2. Okay, no. So yeah, this would be a ridiculous price. I mean, 16 negative prices on Sol. So this isn't gonna happen. So yeah, I mean, this is a good time to enter for me. Worst case, I'm thinking, this would be a very, very nice entry. Yeah, this is my support zone. So I'll show you guys the prices. So yeah, this will be around $50 sol, $59 sol, it depends. This is a good zone though, I'm pretty sure. An example, if you even see the patterns, I mean, you can get this kind of thing playing out, like this side. This is very, very possible. This is how I would play these charts. However, we do need some resistance lines to take profits. It's very, very important to take profits. Perfect, there we go. This is exactly how I would play this. So we have a retest did take place over here. So this is resistance confirmed. This line can be hit even in a few months at this price. It will be resistance. So this is our long zone. We can see maybe a few bounces, you know, maybe down, up here, get stuck, pumps above, long again. Whatever this happens, and short, or just take profit over here maybe. Potentially we'll have more lines you can find, but I mean, this is just a quick version of me showing you how I would play these charts over a few weeks, or even with leverage if I get a good entry. Let's see some more resistance lines, maybe. Yeah, this is also a good one. Another short zone. This is actually like a head and shoulders in a weird way. Neckline. This can be a massive resistance right now. And there was no test. So if I long this would be an amazing take profit region. And this is a massive way. This is a $15 move on Sol. If you just, you know, use some leverage, even a 5x, this is massive profit. So yeah, these are two charts I like to play. Cardano and Solana. They're very easy to chart, and they play really, really well. Let's see, maybe, you know, in 2 years time, you have this resistance, which can be hit. I don't know. But yeah, I will play this. This chart will last a very long time. Let's go on the 4-hour time frame. And yeah, we can see, so if Bitcoin dumps further, these lines will be hit, and I will long them. Anyway, so back to Bitcoin. Yeah, daily close in an hour. I'm waiting to see how this chart looks in an hour. And yeah, so you know my plays, guys. This is what I'm gonna do. Now again, if you want these charts, they're going to be available on the Telegram group, which I will link in the description. I will give you free tutorials on this channel for how I make trend lines, how you play them, how to draw them. However, if you want these exact charts, they are available on the paid channel. There is also a 2-week free trial if you guys want to see. Obviously you can ask me any questions you want, either on the comment section or on Telegram itself. Feel free to message me. And yeah, just keep making money, and just don't get wrecked.